Okay, there we go. It's starting. What is this? Oh, well, let's make sure we have audio first. We do indeed. So hello people of the internet. It is I, Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today it's going to be a shorter stream, potentially, as we finish off the Slapstick Museum, Phantom Thief, Amakusa event shenanigans here. There's not much left to it, so we should finish it off today. And then I've got to study, because I've got 2 exams tomorrow. Yay! Before that, though, there is some news versus the upcoming Akihabara Explosion, the City of Wishes and Sculptures Engraved with Love event will be starting soon. This is another one of the tower events. Advanced Star becomes available as you use your servants. There is a special login bonus associated with it. 4 fruits, 3 quartz, 2 tickets. You need to have completed Singularity F Fuyuki to get access to it. For all days, the Ember Gathering and Train Ground quest will be unlocked. That'll be pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Maybe. Some of them. Maybe. All servant interludes are at half cost. That's pretty good as well. That's pretty cool. And then the other bit is like class-specific pickup summon. Daily change, 2 different classes, 2 different pickup summons. This is not a GSSR. I'm not sure what this is about. I think it's just a bait banner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a bait banner here. Yeah, this is literally just bait, so, if you feel like you have good luck, then go ahead and roll for it. Otherwise, I would heavily suggest saving thine money. Although that's tonight being on Rita is tempting. But I will not give in to temptation. Yeah, that's all just because of the soon event. I'm pretty sure, does it not say here? It doesn't say the expected release, but I'm pretty sure I did see that it is supposed to be coming out on the 17th, which would be Friday, if my brain wants to work properly here. Yes, Friday. Yes. Okay, but yeah, that is that. Get our basic login bonuses. I know I have not set up my support for this event. That is because I'm a lazy bum who's also busy. We'll receive all of our weeklies from last week. I don't know why we don't have any from this week, or some of them are. It's a mix. But yeah, we can go here and claim all the calling cards of the Phantom Thief, Amakusa. Claim all of the tickets for more Arrows of Malice. And then just the login stuff, because why not? Login. And that's all. Because I have cleared out the shop pretty nicely here. Calling cards. Yeah, we may as well claim these, just because otherwise it will slightly annoy me. Plus, it's a lot of summoning tickets, so you know. Oh, I keep missing what he's saying there. I didn't realize he was saying stuff with each calling card. I think he's trying to flirt, but yeah, I'm not in. No. But yeah, only the 5-star material really needed outside of the pieces, which I'm not really that concerned about, to be honest. I've got enough for the golden foes of each of the lower currencies, but 5-star currency is all that is left to worry about, which will be unlocked in the very next story mission here. So, like I said, there's not too much left. According to the guy, there's literally 3 main things left, and then it's just bunch of free nodes. So yeah, let's get this started. Section 5, those who pray, those who see, and those who speak. Let us begin. Do you like the beat? I do like the beat. I made a vow when I was first summoned to Chaldea. I told myself I would no longer go about things half-heartedly. I would take everything seriously, everything. I had to. To do so is both my pride and my responsibility. He's here. Guten Tag, bonjour, hello, how are you? My deepest apologies for my rudeness yesterday. I had no idea you were Mr. Voyager, the famous boy appraiser. It's okay, I already forgot all about it. I did my best to find every article I could about you after our unfortunate encounter yesterday. I was amazed to learn that you've single-handedly uncovered ancient ruins, verified the authenticity of countless famous paintings, and even recreated techniques from a civilization thought to be lost forever. Do you think they may have laid it on a little too thick? Yeah, a little too thick was 5 articles ago there, Voyager. May I ask what you think of our exhibits? Well, most of them are genuine, but there are a few counterfeits. I'm not surprised. Counterfeiting has been a problem for museums ever since the first one was built. I don't suppose I could ask you to tell us which ones are the counterfeits, could I? Sure, I don't mind. Let me see. Well, I know that is a false Mona Lisa up there. There. That Japanese sword, the Masamune. Could I take a closer look? Of course, but do be careful. Yep, I knew it. The color of the blade is all wrong. It's probably titanium that's given it this blue tint. It's very pretty, but it's not the Masamune. I see. I'm so sorry. It was actually the curator who insisted on displaying that katana to test you. Oh, I see. I already knew that, but he doesn't need to know I know. Good thing we do have Zhang-Ki keeping an eye. So at least now I can see for myself that you truly do have an appraiser's eye. Please, come with me. The curator would like to meet you in person. Come, Voyager. Okay, big brother. You're Mr. Voyager's brother. Yep, that's me. Then are you an appraiser too, like your little brother? Oh no, I'm his manager. Oh, I see. He's the best big brother in the whole world. Oh, thanks, Voyager. Good day, I'm the curator of this museum. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hi, I'm Voyager. Soul. Allow me to get right to business, Mr. Voyager. How much do you know about the Eastern weaponry? A decent amount, I'd say. Come now, don't be so modest. Only a true expert could have picked up the Masamune out at a glance. Okay, no modesty. I know lots. I see. Well, the reason I ask has to do with this dagger that almost took Qin Shi Hong's life. You have it here. No, not exactly. We have a guest claiming to have the dagger in our possession. My question for you is this. Is it possible that such a dagger could still exist today? Goodbye, bot. Pew, pew, boom, boom, boom. Banned bot is banned. The historical record does suggest Zhang-Ki's dagger was stored in Shin's treasury after his attempted assassination, so we know that it was being kept there even after the fall of the Shin Empire up to the start of the later Han Dynasty. Beyond that point, I would have to do some more research to figure out how it was preserved. That said, if that dagger is the genuine article, I'd like to buy it myself, whatever the price. I think it would be worth every penny. I see. Well, I'm afraid the dagger's owner said she has no wish to sell it. Really, that's too bad. Thank you for your time, Mr. Voyager. If the dagger's owner brings it back again, could I ask you to appraise it? Sure, but I want to do some more research first. If my theory is right, then it must have been preserved somewhere nobody would have guessed. I understand, then I look forward to seeing you again once your research is complete. Yes, research. We must research. Whew. Do you think he bought it? Oh yeah, you were awesome, Voyager. Really? Thanks, it was really hard. Good work, team. Yeah, I just stood there and looked like I do. Maybe so, but the curator was still pretty intimidating, right? He's nothing compared to some of the kings I've met. That makes sense. Yours has been a long and difficult road. I suppose you would have to have the courage to stand tall before kings to make it as far as you have. Well done, you two. Here, I made you some hot chocolate to help you relax. Thanks, Sanson. Thank you. Alright, I suppose I should report in on my day pretending to be a doctor, too. There weren't many people in for heat exhaustion today, but there were a surprising number who collapsed from anemia. There were also a few who were hit with magical energy near the Holy Grail room, though at least they recovered quickly after a short rest. Sounds like their servants are on high alert then. Good, good. How's that good? Servants may not wear out physically, but they do wear out mentally. Calling card or not, keeping your eyes constantly peeled for an enemy you're not entirely sure will show up at all has got to be exhausting. It also makes me feel sorry for them. That's an exceptionally evil look, Amakusa. I think your inner Moriarty is showing. Really? My apologies. Now then, who else has a report to make? Well, I guess I haven't gone yet either. Just to make extra sure I don't have to offer to sell the dagger, right? That's right. Selling the dagger would be a business matter, and business relies on trust. As Lin's you would have nothing trustworthy to offer. But won't they find it strange that I'm asking them to hold on to the dagger rather than buy it? Yes, they will, but there's no such thing as a perfect being in this world. Particularly for us humans, our emotions and eccentricities are a key part of what makes us, well, human. Now that they suspect you're keeping something secret, they'll try to figure out what that secret is. And whatever they find will be the truth as far as they are concerned. We humans need convincing before we can commit to a decision. In that sense, trust and doubt are two sides of the same coin. The more we doubt something, the more convincing we find it when we learn it is the truth. So please, continue to be enigmatic. Got it? So it's time for the next phase, then. Yes, it is. It was something of a rush job, but I think it should do the trick. What's the rush job? Suna! This is Watanabe no Suna. I'm all set. Go ahead whenever you're ready, Lady Mash. Understood. Initiating simulation now. What kind of simulation we run? And we're stuck with Suna. Okay. Interesting. What are we up against? Amakusa. Special resist up. Resistance to all attacks. Let's gather some stars. How much of a resistance? Oh god, I can't even turn him. Gimmick fight of some sort. What is the point of these one-turn nothing fights? Like, seriously, I would love to know what the point of that was. Almost feels shoehorned in. Alright, that should work. I must say, that turned out to be quite a close call. Oh, God in heaven, please tell me, did I do something to deserve this? Hey, Draconic, welcome to the stream. How be things? Story reasons. Fair point. I mean, I can think of a few things, but still. If you want to know what you may have done, then I suggest you make peace with it. In the meantime, I thank you for your assistance, Lord Shakespeare. You're quite welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm about to collapse from exhaustion. Good night. Well, I suppose I have no choice. I'm sure he'll wake up eventually once I toss him in his study. I dare say, can't you carry me a bit more gingerly? Would you rather I carried you by the scruff of your neck like a cat? I've reconsidered. This is perfectly fine. Just one arm over the shoulder, just dragging. 5-year cookie cake from work? Nice. Congrats on 5 years. Unless it was a 5-year-old cookie cake, in which case, good lord, are you okay? Section 6. Touches pas au Sant Graal. And we have unlocked the gold farming node. Not that I'm going to be doing that on stream. Somewhat. I did see something saying it should be dropping Friday, I want to say. Which will be interesting. But I'm somewhat ready for it. Right now I'm more concerned about the fact that I have 2 tests tomorrow that I need to study for after stream, so... yeah, that's why this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream with me just doing the event itself. Life is like a lot of things. It's like cards, video games, building blocks, marathons. Take a random sample of people, no matter how many, and when they may seem alike in some ways, you'll find them all approach life differently. Every 50 floors, so it's multiple 50-floor intervals. This upcoming one, then? I honestly don't know how big the tower is going to be. I know the previous ones have been like 200. Is it going to be different this time, then? For example, my life is like a phantom thief. Or at least, it might be. Okay, we have an hour to go until the museum closes, which makes it 2 hours till the time the calling card said I would steal the Grail. Sanson is already standing by on site. Are the rest of you ready? Of course. Me too. All good here. How did the thing with Shakespeare go? No issues to speak of. Well, apart from him complaining about having to participate in a sudden double death match. 2 50-floor towers and a last one is 100 floors. Gotcha. Okay. Are you doing single servant for each of the towers, or for each floor of each of the towers, or are you going to have some supports at the ready for any of them? I'm guessing you already know what's going to be on each of the towers, floors as well. I'll bring one souvenir to make up for it then. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to receive a counterfeit of his own work. You're sure about this? Never been good at holding back. All I can do is trust my sword to condemn my opponents. Yes, that's fine. In fact, that's exactly what I want. By all means, hold nothing back. One good swing. Understood. Alright, Voyager and Master, we're up first. Let's go. Oh, you have to bring... I mean, that's still not bad. You have every servant of yours leveled up, though, don't you? I recall you saying that you were working on that. I don't know if you actually got there yet. Roger that. I still have a lot of servants that need leveled up. Hey, boss. I thought I told you to stay at your post. No harm stepping away for a sec, right? Besides, I got something to tell you. Oh? You know that Phantom Thief Moriarty, the one who sent a calling card? Ah, yes. It said he would come today, didn't it? Well, he's headed here now. I just sensed him. I see. Then I'd like you to go welcome him, if you know what I mean. You're not my master. I don't gotta listen to you. Then don't. You won't have anything to do in that case, but if you don't mind being bored, that's fine with me. If you prefer to leave your post, please let me know so I may prepare to fight in your stead. Doing your panties on a twist. I was just kidding. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You have all 293 of your servants max. Oh, Mo looking snazzy. Look at that snazzy looking Mo. Why does this... Do we get this as a Spiriton dress? I would love for this to be a Spiriton dress for Mo. Even if I don't have Mordred. I would very much like the snazzy suit. Also, is... Shooting gear 120 and is 109 at the moment. Fair. Also, I'm trying to draw my brain back to the 5-year anniversary vid. Is this the suit and tie she wore during that video? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. It looks like it could be, but I don't know. Also, you said you have 293. Okay, so you are missing... You're only missing a handful of servants. Damn. Are you seriously only missing a handful of servants along with Dion Maid? Night swimsuits, indeed. We do need the night swimsuits. You're only missing 6 NA servants. Good gracious, man. Who are you missing? Do as you like. I have no right to stop you. Alright, don't mind if I do then. Besides, just standing around keeping watch is boring as shit anyways. Oh, you're not going for, Galatia? He can't even fight anymore, though. Maybe his companions will pick up the slack. Could I speak with you for a moment, sir? Alright, come in. Thank you. Don't mind them. Now, what is it? Oh, right. Mr. Voyager's here to see you. He said he's completed his research, and he thinks he should be able to appraise the dagger. You're gonna be going for Miss Crane? Nice, nice, nice. I'm pretty sure I've said it before, I'm not gonna be rolling for anyone until closer to anniversary / summer / Lost Belt 6 time. Even though I don't know who's on Lost Belt 6's banner outside of Kazura Drop, I believe I've been spoiled with. And Oberon, I think, has been mentioned? I think I was spoiled. Oberon and Kazura Drop are in Lost Belt 6. But that's all I know of Lost Belt 6. I see. What about Lin Xiu? Where's she now? She's in the waiting room hoping to see you as usual, though... Yes? Well, she was a bit more agitated to see you today than usual. She kept asking me where you were and when she might be able to see you. Well, you having some lady trouble, big guy? No. What do you make of it? I think she wants to sell the dagger after all. I definitely got the impression she was in serious need of money. Then why wouldn't she put the dagger up for auction? Right, I had the same thought. If she's that agitated, then there must be something keeping her from auctioning it. I don't know if that something is a lack of time or something else, but... Already bored. I'm ordered out. Alright, could you take good care of the Holy Grail, please? Then it's just as I thought. There is something to that dagger. Do you think it might be a counterfeit? If it were, she would have brought something a little more convincing. Counterfeit paintings are typically Vermeer's, Van Gogh's, and Picasso's. With poetry, you tend to see counterfeits of the Emperor of China's Southern Song Dynasty. But to claim that a rusty old dagger like that was used in an attempted assassination of Qin Shi Huang, there must be a hell of a story behind it, counterfeit or not. Alright, I'll go meet with Mr. Voyager first. He's playing right into our hands, all according to Kikoku. Good day, sir. Hello. Thank you for coming, Mr. Voyager. Shall we adjourn to my office? Hang on, there was someone else who wanted to see you first? Are you the curator of this museum? Yes, I am, and who might you be? My name is Watanabe. I'm here on behalf of Japan's Imperial Household Agency. Tell me, is this woman calling herself Lin Yu here? She is, isn't she? Then I'd like you to bring her here. You've only just met Gnarl, you're already making demands, not what I would expect from a Japanese officer. You're missing Boob Lancer, okay. Yu's Husbando, Europa, Odysseus, Nemo, and Muramasa. You're missing Lartoria. Wait. Yeah, all the most of the 5-star female Lancers are boob Lancers, though, Draconic. You'll have to be a little bit more specific with that. Okay. Yu's husband, Europa, Odysseus, Nemo, and Muramasa. Sucks that you miss out on Nemo. Nemo's a good boy. As evidence in this event, Nemo is a very good boy. I apologize for my bluntness, but I'm afraid the situation is more precarious than it may seem. What situation is that? She's suspected of selling priceless artifacts which she illegally obtained from Japan's Shoshin treasury. I'm here to investigate those suspicions. I see, this is quite a development. Ah, Lartoria then. Gotcha. Mr. Voyager, I trust you're here about the matter we discussed previously. That's right. Did you want to talk about it here? No, let's adjourn to my office. Okay. I'm afraid I can't be of any help to you, Mr. Watanabe. Oh, Nemo. Why did I think you said Voyager? Ugh, I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. Today was a long day. Very, very long day. I thought you said Voyager, not Nemo. My brain wires got cross-crissed. Hey, J6. Welcome to the stream. How be things? Honestly, I really, really should not rant about it. But good lord, my job is testing my patience at this moment. Like, not even at this moment, ever since the start of the year. I'm going off on a bit of a rant here, so if you're watching this on YouTube later, feel free to skip over it. But at the start of the year, we lost 2 of my coworkers, as well as the other doctor that works at our office having found another practice to work at. Ever since he found another practice to work at, which completely blindsided the main doctor who owns the business, the main doctor, the business owner, has just been like so demanding. He's finding new things to do every single week. Every nit that can be picked needs to be nitpicked. He's having us do things weeks in advance, and it is just... And we've got 2 new people that did not come into the job expecting this kind of stuff. They have all these questions that I'm trying to answer as the senior employee in the office, but then I have to do other things, and they need to do stuff that they're not trained to do, and it's honestly just, like, getting really, really exhausting at this point. Like, it's not even the patients. I'm perfectly fine with the patient volume. It's all of the extra stuff. It's not lack of staff, no. it's the fact that the doctor is adding so much more stuff that wasn't being done before, that the other doctor didn't do. It's like he mainly is doing this just to, I don't know. Ever since the other doctor left, it's like his whole attitude has honestly changed. I don't know. And, I mean, it's not going to be too big of a deal. If I get into the radiology program this fall, I would be done soon anyways, but I really don't want to leave on a bad note, you know? And at this rate, I'm just not sure how long I can keep going, to be honest. It's really, really stressing me out. Like, my dad works at the same office I do. He works more like maintenance and that kind of stuff. Well, the doctor's got his own special break room, you know, where he can relax and stuff, and where the office manager relaxes, because the office manager is his wife and they own the business together, and they have a fridge in that little room that needed cleaned out. There was mold in the fridge, and it's just like, we had to clean that out because they don't clean it. It's our job to clean it, and it's like, I don't know, it's just, it's getting really, really tiring, but I honestly don't know how much longer I can keep it up, but I'm done at the very least by maybe beginning mid-August, because end of August is when the fall semester starts for the program, and if I can get into the honestly at this point, get into the program or not, I'm probably done, because I'm getting fed up with it at this point, and I've got enough money saved up that I won't need to take out any loans or do any scholarships for the program, though I still might, just so you know, I don't have to worry too much about money, is the thing, because it's a 5-semester program that you can't really work a job because you have clinicals for radiology. So, yeah, things have just been very, very, very stressful. And that's the thing, though. They were great friends, like, they went to college, or they went to medical school together, I believe it was, and when the other doctor finished up, like, working in New York, I think it was, the main doctor offered him a position there, but I guess their friendship, like, really changed because he was considered more of an employee than a fellow doctor and that kind of stuff, and he was working there for like 9 years before he finally got this opportunity, and rather than be happy that his friend and his fellow doctor got an opportunity to work at to have his own practice, he's just become kind of bitter about it, you know? And it's just like, it's almost like he's lashing out with his bitterness or something. I don't know. It's just making the whole workplace environment incredibly, incredibly stressful. I mean, honestly, worker retention has been hit or miss. When I first started, it was pretty good, but then, like, I was around, and then a whole bunch of employees quit, and then we just kept cycling through employees for a while, till we got a pretty solid crew. Then COVID hit, and then we started cycling through employees for a while, and it's kind of just been along that case, you know? It's getting really, really stressful, and again, I'm done, honestly, this year with school. If I can get into the program, there's no way I can work, and if I can't get into the program, then I don't know, like, there is other things I can do at the college. They said it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to keep taking classes, but I wouldn't need to keep working. I have enough money saved up that I can, technically, I could probably pay for 8 semesters of school before I need to get a job again, and that's without scholarships, without federal aid or anything like that. So it's like, I could do it. I really could. I just don't want to leave on a sour note, but it just feels like he's pushing and pushing. And the thing is, though, is he's said that I'm the most invaluable employee because I know how to do everything that needs to be done in the office. He's went on record saying to the new employees that I am getting paid more because I know how to do more. And it's like, yes, that's true, but you really shouldn't be telling new hires that this guy who, yeah, he's got seniority. You don't need to tell them that I'm getting paid more money, you know? It's very stressful, honestly, here, and push comes to shove, like I said, I'm done probably this August, you know, but I just hope he does not push too hard that forces me out sooner than that. Just from stress, honestly. But thanks for listening to me rant and ramble for a while. Back to the event here, because yeah, I pray the storm calms down too, but honestly, I'm also pretty stressed because last week, all of last week was spring break for college, so no classes. And the very first lecture and lab back from spring break are exams in my anatomy and physiology course. It's like, does the professor not get that people don't really study over spring break? It's just, it's something. It is something, but yeah, so that's why this is going to be a shorter stream. When I'm done ranting, I'm going to finish off the event, and then I'm going to quit so I can study, because I have to go through the lymphatic and endocrine system for the lecture exam, and then cardiovascular, endocrine, digestive for the practical and lab. So fun. Edit out the rant. I don't know. I might not. True, I might have to edit out. But anyways, rant over. Alright. Yes, Miss Lynn did pay a visit to our museum a few days ago, but I'm afraid I haven't seen her since. I believe she said she was staying in one of the nearby hotels. Perhaps you'll find her there. I've already searched every hotel in the area. Still, I can see her busy right now, so I'll peruse the museum in the meantime. Now, if you'll excuse me. That was close, huh? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Right, of course you don't. Come, let's be on our way. Honestly, that felt very relieving to get that off my chest. I see. So if what you've told me is correct, then that dagger may actually be... Yes, I think it's almost certainly genuine. According to the boy appraiser, the dagger Zhang Qi used in an attempt on Qin Shi Huang's life is confirmed to have been stored in the treasury at Xianyang, the capital of the Qin dynasty. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right, that name right. Is Qin Qin like your chin, or is it pronounced another way? I honestly don't know. The problem is what happened to it afterwards. In the years that followed, Xianyang, the land known as Chang'an, experienced a great deal of tumult. First, it was razed to the ground and plundered by Zhang Yu during the Chu Han. Okay, obviously I'm mispronouncing it then. Can you please, like, phonetically spell it out for me so I stop mispronouncing it? Then it was plunged into war when Liu Bang renewed his efforts to wrest control of China from Zhang Yu. Eventually, Liu Bang succeeded and named Chang'an the capital of the newly formed Han dynasty. This is where further concrete records of Zhang Qi's dagger seem to disappear. After the Han dynasty ended, the Jin dynasty was formed in its place, only soon fall into ruin thanks to the Red Eyebrows Revolt? Okay. The Red Eyebrows made off with every precious item in Chang'an's vaults, most of them never to be seen again. From then on, throughout the later Han, Three Kingdoms, Wei, period, Jin dynasties, there remains no surviving mention of Zhang Qi's dagger. But then during the Sui dynasty, it resurfaced. In the third year of Dai, Emperor Yang, the infamous tyrant of the Sui dynasty, left his capital of Luoyang to take a trip to Chang'an. Good gracious, these pronunciations are... I'm butchering these pronunciations, I know that. During his trip, a family that lived in Chang'an for generations presented him with a dagger. A dagger they claimed had once belonged to none other than Zhang Qi And this is the old document I tracked that proves it down. Mr. Voyager then took out a photograph of wooden parchment that had been excavated near Chang'an. It did indeed say that a dagger said to belong to Zhang Qi had been presented to Emperor Yang during his visit. But then all mentions of the dagger once again vanished from the historical record. Armed groups made by peasants or bandits have weird names back then? Fair point. And there exists no record of it ever being discovered anywhere in Chinese history. No matter how much Mr. Voyager searched, it was as if the dagger simply disappeared after entering Emperor Yang's possession. Even the histories taken from this recently discovered grave made no mention of it. So I decided to approach it from a different angle. Japan, then referred to as the nation of Wa, was one of the nations which engaged in trade with the Sui dynasty. However, a problem arose with Emperor Yang during their second embassy expedition. From the Child of Heaven from the land of the rising sun to the Child of Heaven from the land of the setting sun, I pray that your journey home is safe and uneventful. Such were the words that in the letter from the Japanese ruler to Emperor Yang. Theories abound as to what might have ignited the emperor's anger. One says he took offense to the title Child of Heaven being used for someone other than himself. Other than that, he thought the phrase rising sun and setting sun made it seem as though Sui was being looked down upon. Whatever the case, history was clear about one thing. Emperor Yang was absolutely furious. Yet despite his anger, the two nations continued to trade and interact. According to Mr. Voyager, there is indeed a record of Emperor Yang presenting the Japanese ambassador with some manner of gift during their second embassy expedition. But could that gift truly have been something as precious as one of China's national treasures? It may seem unusual, but considering from the Emperor's perspective, it makes perfect sense. Well, you know, emperors and their egos, let's be honest here. The dagger had bested numerous challengers come within centimeters. Of Qin Shi Huang's throat. Given that it nearly succeeded in assassinating a former emperor, and the current one was not too pleased to possess it. Yet it was also too valuable to simply discard or destroy. Not to mention that either option would require publicly explaining his reasons for doing so. Could the emperor truly trust his subordinates with such a thing? Could he trust them to take a dagger which came perilously close to ending the first emperor of China's life, and actually destroy it? In the worst case, they might even find themselves entranced by the dagger, and decide to turn it against him. So I think that's why he chose to part with it like this. It would have safely disposed of something he didn't want and couldn't destroy. It would also serve as a type of revenge. So then how did Japan react? The ambassador must have known the Sui emperor was furious, yet he still had been given a precious treasure. He may not have known the dagger's story, but he must have known it had a sordid past. But all the same, he couldn't simply discard it either. It was still a gift from a valuable trade ally, after all. So the ambassador had no choice but to preserve the dagger carefully and take it back to Japan. Japan? As proof, Mr. Voyager then took out several more photos and documents. Good lord, how long is this node? One of them was an ambassador's report from the second expedition, which described what took place in Sui, China. According to the report, the Emperor Sui called for a meeting with the Japanese delegation, though he had been apologetic only one day prior. They thought the Emperor was going to have them put to death, but instead he smiled and gave them several valuable items from his treasury. However, the envoy who wrote the report found it strange. While he could accept that the Emperor may have had a change of heart, he also couldn't help but notice the look of relief that crossed his face, as though a great weight had been lifted from his shoulders. So you're saying Zhang Qi's dagger left China at the time of the Sui dynasty, made its way to Japan, and was eventually placed in the Shosuin treasury about 150 years later. However, since the record of its offerings only refers to it as a short sword, right, I couldn't find conclusive evidence that was actually Zhang Qi's dagger, but given the Shoshin's history, I think it's very possibly could be. Yep. This is the curator. Tell Lin Xiu I'll see her now. Good job, Voyager. Finally. Feels like I've been waiting forever. I apologize for the wait. Now about the dagger. Yes? Let me get right to the point. Will you sell it to us? What? That is what you're ultimately after, isn't it? A man named Watanabe is here looking for you on behalf of Japan's Imperial Household Agency. I assume you would rather avoid him if possible. Well... Don't worry, I'm prepared to offer you a fair deal. I've taken the liberty of putting a number to that. Alright, I'll sell it to you. Excellent, then let's... Attention all visitors, the museum will soon be closing. Thank you for coming. We hope to see you again soon. Sir, that Watanabe guy is still here. Leave him be. Just don't let him come in here. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Lin, if you could donate the dagger to us. Donate, but that's not... Don't worry, you'll still be fully compensated. But for our purpose, we would like to remain a benevolent third party. I see. Yeah, where'd the donating thing come from? The museum can't buy an item that knows it's stolen. It's unethical. But if they bought it without knowing that, then they can't be held responsible. We know nothing about where this dagger came from, and you never told us anything. I assume that's acceptable? Alright, I'll trust you. Here it is. Mr. Voyager, if you'd be so kind. Okay. It's okay if I start with Japan's MC expeditions to Sui, China, right? Yes, that's fine. Big brother, could you give me my tools, please? Here you go. Thanks. Well, it's the real thing, no mistake. Age of the rust, the makeup of the poison. There are several factors that indicate its identity, but one that clinched is its styling. Savage wolf fang that nearly pierced his throat. Of course, there would still be something eerie about it, even if age had clearly taken its toll. Secret's genuine, yes then. Indeed, here's your check, but first I'd like you to sign this contract. It's a contract that states you donated the dagger to us willingly, and you forfeit all future claim to it. And this is the dagger's history as you described it. Some details have been changed, of course. Here, the dagger has been a secret family heirloom of yours for generations. I understand. Here is your appraisal fee, Mr. Voyager. Isn't this too much? Consider it a little incentive to keep this transaction just between us. Man, we're gonna be stealing a Holy Grail and getting paid? Jeez! Well, okay, I guess that's just how it has to be. Thank you for understanding. Okay then, the only item I appraised here was Achilles' shield. I appreciate your help with that very much. Is something wrong? Mr. Curator, did you know that shield was a counterfeit when you put it on display? Of course not. That can't be an easy way to live. You wish to see me, sir? I did. I'd like you to put this dagger on display immediately. It's the dagger Zhang Qi used in his attempted assassination of Qin Shi Huang. Understood. Where shall I display it? Let's make it Exhibit Room 3. It would draw too much attention in Room 1. Understood. No, wait. I just remembered that calling card business. I'll take it there myself, along with some security detail. If you're on to Mr. Watanabe, I want you to stall for him as long as you can. We can't have him seizing it by force after coming this far. Understood. Say, since my brother and I are already here, would it be okay if we came and watched you put it on display? Yes, that should be fine. Good. You hear that, Voyager? Awesome news. Okay, if we're all done here, I think I'd better get going. Squad A is here, sir. Good, let's go. Let's go. Put it in that case, please. Sure, yes, sir. Are you three still here? Sure are. Where are these guys? It's alright, they're with me now. What about the Phantom Thief? Yeah, he's still headed this way. He ought to be here any moment now. Mr. Curator? No, what's a kid doing here? He's been assisting with our acquisition of this dagger. Don't worry about it. Hello. Man, this is really throwing me off. Nothing. It's 1 hour past closing. The Phantom Thief will supposedly be here soon. Alright, you're looking stiff. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm coming. Now, does that mean it's my turn, too? You shut up! Okie dokie. Okay, boss, go ahead and lock the case. Alright. Sir! What are you doing? I thought I was to keep that door shut. I'm sorry, sir, but Mr. Watanabe... Pardon me. Take it easy, will you? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Watanabe? I thank you from refraining roughhousing my museum. Linz, you just confessed she stole you a dagger. You mean this dagger? Yes, now please hand it over so we can return it to where it belongs. Where it belongs? Now that's a strange thing to say. What was that? First of all, Miss Lin did not sell this dagger to us. She donated it. According to her, it's the very dagger she used in the assassination of Qin Shi Huang. That's right. May I ask why that's relevant? Why would a dagger like that have been kept in Japan? Surely you would expect to find an artifact like that in its home country of China, no? If a dagger as valuable as this had made its way to Japan at some point, there would surely be some record of it. Yet as far as I'm aware, no such record exists. We can't prove that this dagger was being kept at the Sho Suin treasury, then I simply cannot take you at your word. Never mind that shot. Now, big shot, he's here. But of all the times. So he's just waltzing through the front door, huh? Some phantom thief he is. Hey, where's the working stiff? I do have a name, you know, but whatever, it's not important. Anywho, let's kill him. What the? Firstly, a true phantom thief must be a lady and or gentleman. Secondly, a true phantom thief must always be elegant in their every action. Okay, points 1 and 2 are true. And thirdly, a true phantom thief never gives up. True. And so this elegant gentleman and lady has persisted in coming here tonight to take this Holy Grail. And lady? It's a Desire Phantom Thief Moriarty. Yeah, I'm not seeing the whole lady thing. So aren't you Japanese? Well, yes, I am. I suppose there's not much point in properly introducing myself now, but my true name is Amakusa Shiro Togisada. Really, no kidding. Damn, this is actually kind of hard to believe. Can I ask you something? Were you always a phantom thief? Only by circumstance. Yes, that's me, Amakusa Shiro Togisada. Phantom thief by circumstance. Oh, gotcha. I'll say this for the guy. At least he's entertaining. Doesn't look like he'll put up too much of a fight, though. Okay, time to cut this punk thief down to size. Don't you mean phantom thief? I know what I said. Quit looking at me like that, or I'll clear into your ass. At any rate, as a phantom thief, I'm afraid I won't be taking part in any battles today. I've only come to steal the Grail. Is that so? Well, too bad for you, cuz you're not stealing anything. Whoa there. Damn. Stand still, will ya? This is all getting out of hand. Let's get out of here, Mr. Voyager, Mr. Watanabe. Oh, and Mr. Watanabe, I'd still like to talk to you about... What was that? Just sense a huge surge of magical energy. There's someone here behind Amakusa. Wait, hang on, this can't be right. I don't know if they were using presence concealment or some kind of witchcraft or what, but I just realized something stupidly obvious. This whole room is chock full of freaking servants. I'll take care of this. Rin, Bu, To, Sha, Kai, Jin, Retsu, Zai, Zen. Mount Oi, Bodhi, Oni Slayer. What the? Mr. Watanabe? Watanabe. That intense sword fighter's aura. No way. Is that Watanabe no Suna? Suna? You never heard of him? Watanabe no Suna is the greatest monster slayer, Oni Slayer, in Japanese history. It's embarrassing hearing that said out loud. As you can see, just because I can kill Oni doesn't mean I'm well suited for fighting people. Hey, boss. Yes? What's the deal with this guy? Is he an enemy? An ally? What? He's... I don't know what to make of it. I understood that this man claiming to have come from Japan was a servant, but instead of attacking us, he went after the Phantom Thief. As a servant, I thought he would be allied with the thief, but if he was, why would he attack his ally? I didn't know what to make of it. I was so confused, my head felt like it was spinning, and so I didn't really realize until it was too late that the confusion itself must have been what the Phantom Thief was hoping for. Alright, now that he's cut down that thief guy, does that mean our job here is done? There's still a matter of Western Watanabe for the moment he... Doctor! Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, I'm sure the thief there would appreciate a doctor's help, but it's true doctors are very important. I see the patient. I'll do what I can to help. Are you a new hire? We don't need a doctor here. Get out! No, wait. Why are you dressed like that? Wait, are you really a doctor? Yes, I am. A doctor whose spells have apparently worn off. Oh, goddammit, not you two! Their servant? Why can I tell by looking at him? You can thank my magecraft disguise for that. So then, does that mean... Me? Yep, I'm a servant too, of course. The curator did seem to notice that I was here while I was concealing my presence, but I guess he never did catch on that I was also the one who came to see him about a historical dagger. What the hell? Where'd all these goddamn servants come from? Where were you hiding all this time? How come we didn't notice you sooner? You all look like a bunch of regular humans until just now. Don't worry, security guard, your eyes weren't playing tricks on you. Our disguises were just that good. On that note, let me reintroduce myself. I'm not really Lin Ziyu. My true name is Zhang Qi. I'm the assassin with the poisoned fang who left on a journey from which she'd not return. Sorry for tricking you all. Come on, so you pawned off your own dagger on us? Then you mean the dagger is really the... It sure is not a fake. It's as real as they come. That said... Well, it's not relic meant for display. I'm still using it for killing even now. I can't believe it. No, wait, Mr. Voyager, don't tell me. Huh? I'm a servant too. Sorry for tricking you. No, we could have kept up the ruse. We could have gotten paid. You're you're not a servant too, are you? Maybe. Who knows what the future tells? Oh, give me a break. Up until now, I thought I had a pretty good eye for telling servants apart from regular people. Don't worry, Rogan Step. That guy might not be right in the head, but he is 100% human. Not right in the head. You can trust my intuition on that one. Thanks, Mo. Man, I figured there were more of you, but I had no idea there'd be this many. What the? So this is all of you, right? Awesome. Thanks for lining your heads up nice and neat for us. Now we can chop them all off at... What? Something up? They got us. Huh? Well, I'll be damned. I guess that's what all this nonsense is building to. What the hell are you talking about? Take a look at the case. Case? Huh? What the? Ah, Watanabe sliced it clean. And Amakusa has it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When the hell did that happen? The case was supposed to be super tough, right? Of course. Never knew I could break it unless we hit it with something powerful. But we did see a powerful attack just a moment ago, remember? You. Yes, it was me. Though I honestly didn't know if it would work. I can't take the credit. That goes to the great European wordsmith. What is it, playwright? I haven't heard the half as many bars from you today as I'm used to. I knew I might be in for a few rush jobs when I was first summoned as a servant, but I never dreamed I would one day be asked to come up with a script that would allow someone to cut through inanimate objects without harming living beings. Deliver it within a day, no less. I see that does sound like quite the task. You didn't fail, did you? Don't be absurd. But, to quote myself, so quick, bright things might come to confusion. Lamentably, I only managed to create a phantasmal strike that would work but one time. Whew, I'm truly exhausted. I don't blame you, that certainly is an unusual request. I do wonder what our master wishes to cut with it. How is that even possible? How could anyone cut through a case with the Holy Grail without harming the person standing in front of it? Originally, I could never pull that off, but they obviously figured out a way to make the impossible possible. That is what servants do, I suppose. I don't know who I'm more impressed with, that Watanabe guy or the Phantom Thief who stood there and took his attack. Come on, you could tell Watanabe there was seriously trying to kill the guy, right? That's why we didn't even notice the thief. There ain't many servants out there who could brush off an attack like that. If they didn't just die, they'd be definitely knocked out of commission. Hell, some of them might be even outright disappear. Yeah, I guess that's true. The thief must have taken advantage of the one moment when none of us were paying attention to him. So what do we do now, sir? Fighting these servants isn't going to bring the Holy Grail back. I suppose you're right, it seems we've been outmatched. Hang on, this might not be over yet. What do you mean? Looks like the caster bastard's gone after him. Maybe we still got a chance after all. Alright, let's go. One moment, please. What? It seems this battle will be decided how to end things. Do you mind if we go with you? Of course we mind. Why would you even ask? What if I'm the only one that's gonna help? Does that change anything? Really? You're the only one that's gonna help him. Do what you want. Thank you. Alright, coming out where I can see you. Who it be? Mephistopheles. Surprise, surprise. Very well then. Hello, good day, and all that jazz. I see, so it was you, Mephistopheles. Oh, you know who I am. I know you are in Chaldea, at least. We get along quite well. Really? You don't seem like the merry sort I usually befriend. Then again, I suppose that outfit of yours says otherwise. I doubt you're going to let me get away, so I suppose we have no choice but to fight. Then what are you going to do? Didn't you have your ability to fight taken? Oh, you have it back now. Since it was the Holy Grail that took my abilities away in the first place, it makes sense that I could use it to restore them. Although I can't say I like the idea of Phantom Thief's fighting, it's usually not our thing. I may be willing to let you go depending on your motive. That devilish grin of yours would seem to suggest otherwise. This museum's curator has been a truly wonderful motive for keeping this Holy Grail here, you see. I'm a reasonable jester. If your reasons are more interesting, I'll be willing to change my mind. Then as a point of reference, may I ask what the curator's motive might be? It's not simply collecting for collecting, is it? Of course not. No, this museum's curator was the thief himself? He's fast. Why did you follow me? You know this could be dangerous. I'm the master, so I gotta see this through to the end. I see. Now I understand. That definitely does make sense. I'm afraid mine, no, our simple wish pales in comparison. Oh, and what is that wish? To save the world, no more, no less. Simple, right? You say there's no self-interest involved in that wish whatsoever? What do you think, Master? So what? Do you think our wish to save the world is a selfish one? Oh yeah, very so. Very much so. Well, no, just like that, huh? Oh ho! I'm only saving the world because I want to try. I'm doing this because I don't want to simply watch things happen. That's a good point. That certainly is an interesting answer, but it's not the one I could enjoy, unless I stuck around for a long time. So I'm afraid I'll have to stick with the curator this time. Sorry about that, Master of Chaldea. Shall we then? Oh yes, we shall, we shall. This should be fun. The flamboyant Phantom Thief is the most fearful jester. Now then, are you ready to begin? How about you, Master? Are you ready? Let's do this, Amakusa. You got it, Master. My arms are the very laws that open the gates. They are a gift from the heavens themselves. Which is why I'm ready to stay here now. For my last act as a Phantom Thief, I'm going to steal this Holy Grail. We can do it. I like this event. It's been fun. Yeah. Let's do this. A 10-10-10 NP5 Amakusa. Maffy's got no way he's gonna be standing up to this. Well, that's a lot of buffs. Probably save that. Definitely do this. Hold off on that. Do a BQB or an AQB. That's good. Ow, ow, ow. There we go, and now we decrease the charge. Sadly not to full 100% NP. But we can Divine Judgment Divine. And then a BAQ. Very, very good. And then Buster Blasting time. Amakusa, finish this. He does have a guts. Hopefully it's not full heal guts. Oh right, Amakusa removes buffs. We're fine. I forgot that Amakusa is a buff remover. That wasn't too bad. And look at how snazzy in a suit here as well. Alright. That wasn't that bad at all. It was not that bad at all. One more story note and then we're done. Alright, final section, the Phantom Thief's satisfied smile. Alrighty, here we go. Gotcha. Oh, I guess you win this one. What a shame, what a pity. You put up quite a fight. Anyway, now that that's taken care of, I'll be leaving with the Holy Grail. What do you want to do, boss? We could probably get it back if we both rushed him. Don't bother. The Holy Grail's already been taken out of the museum. It's been stolen, I have to accept that. It's only fair seeing as I once stole it myself. You stole that grail? I did. That's why I always told myself that I would let it go if I was ever stolen from me. Thank you. Tell me, what are you going to use it for? This Holy Grail contains vast amounts of magical energy. It could probably let us do just about anything Magecraft is capable of, but I'm afraid it's not quite enough when you have a world that needs saving. So you want to save the world. I can't say that's a very inspired choice. You, on the other hand, wanted to collect every artifact of every hero that existed, so that you could raise the heroes of tomorrow. The heroes of tomorrow? It's a more modest wish than it may sound. Every time a nation changes or an era comes to an end, heroes disappear and their relics are lost to time. I only want to stop that from happening, to preserve their memories, display them, and pass them on to future generations. For ordinary people like us, heroes are the stuff of dreams. They are the light that gives us hope. That's why you wanted to collect them, even if they happen to be national treasures that belong to other countries. You were willing to give everything you had for this dream, even if it ended up causing problems abroad. Of course. Why? Why would you go so far for that? Sure, there's a certain romance in these artifacts, but still. Heroes can't save people just by being heroes. That alone simply isn't enough. We need to see their former possessions for ourselves to know that they were real. To know that they weren't legends or fairy tales, but real, breathing, flesh and blood people. I can see where he's coming from. Without that knowledge, our admiration for them can only take us so far. The only thing that truly inspires people to become heroes themselves is seeing that other heroes really existed. I've seen that happen time and time again. I've seen how brightly the remains of heroes gone by shine in the eyes of people today. I see, now I understand. You aren't human, you're not a ghost or a spirit either. You're a concept that uses the Holy Grail to assume a physical form. Say for instance the concept of the museum. They're the actual museum. Yes, that's right. I am the nameless curator of this museum, and the very concept of museum curators everywhere. Museums are meant to display things someone found beautiful or inspiring, and that they're meant to do so in a manner that allows everyone to see them. A painting one museum puts on display may directly inspire the next generation's artists. A sculptor in another museum may inspire another budding artist to strike out in an entirely different field. So the artifact I've collected here may just end up creating heroes of tomorrow. That is my wish and this museum's true essence. But it seems its time has come to an end. Curator? Looks like I can no longer maintain human form either. Well, that's a shame. A shame. If you truly think so, then would you reconsider leaving the Holy Grail here with me? Without it, every work of art in this museum will disappear, and myself along with them. A concept with a grafted-on personality like myself can never hope to survive without the Grail. Have you no compassion? Have you no heart? No, I don't. Your wishes may indeed be a good one. But the fact of the matter is, our needs outweigh your desires. When two noble interests compete like this, the only way to decide which will win is to fight it out. Might does not necessarily make right. No, it doesn't, and yet I don't think of myself as an especially mighty either. But now that I've been summoned as a servant, I have to win, no matter what. Hey, Jalter-sama, welcome to the stream. I don't watch One Piece, so I wouldn't know that reference. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Wish we didn't have to take this Grail, Curator, but it's ours now. I see. Hey, do your eyes still work? Zhongqi? Then get a good look at this while you can. This is my blade, the one that failed to reach Qin Shi Huang's throat. It's beautiful. I'm sorry for tricking you like that. I really am, but the thing is, this blade still has some life in it. Even now, I keep polishing it so that it can help me right the world's wrongs and rid it of evil. I see, then wouldn't it be right to put it on display? This museum's collection has to be of artifacts from the past, not the present. How beautiful, how inspiring. Art can only be created when the most basic needs have been met. History is the time spun from our obsessions. No matter how many eras may pass by or how stagnant times may become, as long as there are moments that speak directly to our hearts, both art and history will continue to exist. But this museum can only display relics of the past, which have no work yet to complete. Now works of art that are still taking shape. It wouldn't be right to make exhibits from objects which are still being used. I see. So that means you're going to give me a bunch of summoning catalysts? The Holy Grail's role is still not complete. No, it isn't. Our journey has yet to reach its end. So we'd like you to wait just a little longer for us to finish it. I could have said something better than that. Can't accept this. My attachment and obsessions refuse to allow me to let go. But then again, if they are still in the middle of their journey, and their heroics remain yet incomplete, then perhaps I simply have no choice. I look forward to your next visit. What about all the staff at the museum, though? Are they real or are they fake? Or did we just make a lot of people unemployed? Guess that's that then. This sure ain't the way I would have chosen to end this, but... oh well. You think? I've had a lot of fun, personally. That's the other one who was told to me about Lost Belt 6. Morgan. I only know of 3 people from Lost Belt 6, because I want to be surprised. That is Morgan, Oberon, I think, and Kazura Drop. Those are the only 3 I know of about Lost Belt 6. The only 3. No spoilers, no you? Alright, that's fine. I was about to be ending things soon anyways, but thanks for stopping by. I had a lot of fun, personally. Later, you stiff. Next time we meet, I hope it's on opposing sides. If you don't come home to my Chaldean Mordred, that's probably going to be the case. That way I'll give you an ass-kicking you so rightly deserve. Good one, but I always made a point of never getting into fights with people stronger than me. Anyway, see you guys around. Make sure you put that stolen Holy Grail to use. I honestly don't know what I'm going to use it on. Off the top of my head, I confirm the Holy Grail is safely in your possession, initiating a return sequence now. Great job, everyone. I guess it's over then. Way to go, guys. I can't say I'm not a little disappointed that we never really got to fight anyone, but oh well. It was kind of fun pretending to be someone else. I hadn't done that since I was still alive. Everyone enjoyed being a physician and helping people. Yes, this was nice. It just goes to show that not every problem needs to be solved by violence. How about you, Watanabe no Suna? What did you think of this mission? To be perfectly honest. Yes? I was a little scared to cut down an ally. Sorry about that, dude. That's nothing you need to apologize for, Master. If anyone owes this an apology, it's Amakusa. Sorry about that. I also would have liked to spend a little more time perusing the museum. There were many fascinating things here I would have liked to observe more closely. But those are ultimately of little concern. As long as I was able to contribute to this brilliant heist, that is more than enough for me. Thanks for coming up with this, Amaku. Alright, everyone, this is where we part ways. Where'd this come from? What are you talking about? Well, I am a Phantom Thief right now. Huh? Well, yes, that's true, but... And you'd never expect a Phantom Thief to make their getaway via race shift, would you? I see. So you wish to make your exit in a manner befitting of a Phantom Thief. That's right. So on that note, Master, my fellow servants, the Holy Grail is mine! Ha 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 ha! Farewell! Phantom Thief's laughter echoed across the cold, moonlit sky. He leapt from rooftop to rooftop as though he was dancing into the sky itself. He seemed to fly, free as a bird, the entire world his oyster. And as they silently looked upon him, the boy, probe, assassin, doctor, samurai all had the same thought. You better not keep making it. Ah, the Holy Grail is mine! The Phantom continued laughing, no heed to the suspicious looks aimed his way. Please tell me that's the last lines of this. Ah, there's more. That would have been excellent closing lines for the whole event. What if we did something with the roof? We could cut the whole thing off and jump down before anyone knew what was happening. That's what I'm saying, Moriarty! Why didn't we just do that? We can't destroy the case without it being found out. We can just take the whole thing, case and all. I'm pretty sure they'd catch you in the act right away. I must say, Professor, I expect you to come up with something a bit more elegant. I'm afraid heavily guarded places just aren't well suited to thefts that call for a physical spectacle. No such places are ideal for psychological traps such as the one you employed here. Still, even in my dotage, complete with my poor, much based back, I'm still the Napoleon of crime. Somebody say my name? I didn't mean you. Anyway, the thing you'll really got to be careful about when attacking museums or churches is the aftermath. Trust me on that one. I still think we should just find a way to eliminate the 30 servants without fighting them. They're the biggest obstacle in our way, after all. What about a big net? Big enough to snag the Grail and its case? Very well, then let's go over our options one more time. Hey, quit trying to seduce Voyager to a life of crime. Come on, Brother Suna. Don't you let him get away with it either. Aw, were they seriously, like, having a whole discussion in the cafeteria about the best way to... Oh, hello. Shimabara. Yes, it is. Well, my Mindscape's version of it, anyway. This place has always existed right alongside peace, ever since the dawn of time. It was here when I was alive, and it's here in your time, too. No matter the era or place, there will always be someone hiding and crying behind the illusion of peace. But even so, coming here now never fails to help me relax. His Mindscape. Why is a burning landscape relaxing? Because I'm the only one here. Okay, that's fair. There's no one around moaning in agony, and no one trying desperately to leave something of value behind. It's completely deserted with only flames for company. And that's why I can relax here. After all, what could be better than a hell without people? You're still here, though. That's okay. I'm used to hell. Think I should try and get used to it, too? Good question. There would certainly be pros and cons to it. Personally, I can't say I'm in favor. Yes, once you get used to hell, you may be able to see some gruesome sights without freaking out. The ability to adapt to all manner of hardship is one of humanity's greatest strengths, after all. But the consequences of getting used to something like that, is by definition, you become desensitized to it. So once you get used to a hell like this, you may no longer see life as precious. And that's definitely not a good thing. There can't be anything missing from the ordinary times we're trying to take back. You need to restore everything, or all of your hard work will be wasted. That's why only the dead should be here. Now wake up, Master. You still have a long journey ahead of you. Okay, got a little bit deep there in the end. You know, fairly deep. So Amakusa hopes that we don't have to get used to this. That's nice. Great. We'll see you at Chaldea. That's actually nice of Amakusa that he hopes that we don't have to experience hell. There's good and evil in this world, and evil always wins. One man cannot tolerate this injustice. And so he tried to steal the happiness from the impossibly distant future. He never managed to make it there. But that didn't slow him down. He cracked a wry smile at his lot in life. No matter how he struggled or how many defeats he faced, nothing could stop him from dreaming of a happier future. And so he would steal again. He would steal happiness, peace, and love and distribute them all equally. He would travel the world, steal fate and retribution, and leave them to rot. But he doesn't want us to get used to hell, is the thing. He would steal all the evil from this world, and in its place share only the good. For that is what a Phantom Thief is meant to do. Alright, that was a very interesting event. A little bit complicated. I do like the humor that was presented throughout it at various points. And we ended on a bit of a somber note, which was unexpected for a lighthearted event, but still quite nice. There is a challenge quest. Okay. The guide said nothing about a challenge quest. The guide says nothing about there being a challenge quest for this. I should have expected it, though. Why did I think there would not be one? Okay. I thought I was going to be done after the final act here. I guess I've got to do the challenge quest. Alright, let's do a cursory run, see what it is here. Okay, turn off all the filters. Show me everything. Give me a Merlin right now. Let's see what this challenge quest is, and then I will formate my party around what I'm up against. It's probably against Amakusa, but it's a question mark, so it might just be all the enemy's servants, maybe? Okay, now the guide is having... Calling card was defeat Phantom Thief Moriarty. Okay. Well, as we'll start. Lots of archers. Did I accidentally pick a very good squad for this? Like, did I legitimately accidentally pick a tier squad for this thing? Maybe double Castoria might have been better? I don't know. I truly don't know if I did good or not. Ooh, the uninvited thief might survive. The uninvited thief survived. Yes. That's annoying. Oh, Lambda's got another couple turns on most of those buffs here. Except for Castoria's buff. So, let's apply some more. Get cooldown for one for those. And then... There's the NP. That was a weird pause. Ow. Gold digging co-conspirator. I'm taking this. What is he taking? Crit stars and an attack down. You found the Phantom Thief. Oh! Too early to fool. I'm still preparing. He's skill sealed. Okay, unexpected. But not unwelcome here. I have no stars. Screw you right now, Columbus, for stealing all my stars. In that case... So that way Castoria cleanses the debuffs here. We might get a stun off. Might. Excellent. Most excellent. +2 of the anti-enforcement debuff defenses things. But let's see how hard this smacks. How did he smack? Ooh, not hard enough. New calling card. And he leaves. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is gonna be one of those, isn't it? This is gonna be one of those. Try to eliminate Columbus. One more turn until we have NP. No point in doing that. Is there a point in NPing now? I think there is. We can... Well, I do think we NP now. Do. There goes Columbus. There goes he. And Moriarty's back. Back again. Moriarty's back. Tell a friend. I think he's dead. Think he's dead. Think he's dead. Think he's dead. There we go. Melt Smash. Good. So yeah, perfect crime this time. Ow! Poor Castoria. He just got deleted. Another cowing calling card. Yeah. Mash. All out. And of course he leaves. This is fine. They've all got defense downs. Oh, that's what that does. I wasn't even paying attention to the skills the enemy had. May as well get defense buff. And then Melt Smash. At this rate, we're just gonna grind through all of the enemies. Granted, I did see that Mash had the 100% Buster card buff, but none of the other buffs that would apply to make her really deadly. And are there any hits? Yes. Some of the buffs are gone off of Melt, but still preparing. We got a freaking excellent target lock turn, and we have Sure Hit to bypass Moriarty's invincibility there. I would love to lock on to Moriarty himself, but we'll go with this. Let's see how we do. NP itself did about 100,000 or so. 60, 90. Okay. Not bad. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Please do not kill the waiver. Treasure calling card. Because I know what these call. Oh, good gracious. And he's got evasion, you son of a biscuit. Also, they all have 2 charges? It's 2 left evasion as well. That's annoying. That is very annoying. Doot. Doot, doot. And I'm running out of buffs. Merlin backline somewhere. Support Merlin, but Merlin all the same. So much for that evasion. Target focus match for this turn, and let's generate some stars. Target focus invincibility, and generate quick power, and then smack. Good, good. Okay, so I can get off another 2 MP here. Only one is gonna hit Moriarty though. So we want to make sure the one that hits Moriarty hits good. Oh! You're early, Moriarty. I wasn't expecting you just yet. This is fine. It's not ideal. I don't really have a melt turn at the ready, but okay. Let's go with this as it is. No extra buffs. We should eliminate the other guy, weaken Moriarty, and with his defeat, should possibly call Moriarty right back in for his possible back-to-back NP smack. As long as Waver doesn't go down here. I kind of forgot to consider Waver going down as a possibility. Please don't go down, Waver. Oh, shit. What did he do? He said he took my charge. He targeted MASH only, and MASH was at 0 NP. How did that give him charge? Oh. MASH. Rolls it as to say, this is fine. Hey, Jixter. Welcome to the stream. How'y things? MASH is a tank for the reasons. So, Halloween Deli is at 5. So, Halloween Deli is now at the top of the list, surpassing even Baseline Deli. I'm doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. This could actually be good here. Let's get some crit stars generated. And then... how do I want to structure this? I'm gonna need to do it like this in order for Lambda to get the full NP. Then do that. And then we lead with Melt, Lambda. Today's been something. Today has been something. I went off on a rant earlier in stream with regards to how today, and honestly the past couple months have been, but... so I'm not gonna rant again, just because I don't like ranting. Ooh, that was close. That was close to a kill. And he's staying in, which is both good and annoying because the others have target focus on them. Get invincibility, Lambda, just to be safe. This is both good, but also annoying. Because I don't have NP and I don't want to burn a command seal. Even though it wouldn't really be burning the command seal, I don't want to use the command seal really. There goes Waver. And Merlin coming in. Okay, Moriarty doesn't switch out. We've got this. This is game, set, match. Because we have perfect NP with Lambda now. And you know what? Let's get in some invincibility. Just too busy for challenge quests? Fair. I mean, I literally just literally using the team I've been using to farm the bronze and silver currencies for this event. That's literally all I used. So I guess I might have a little bit stronger team than most people. Woo! Challenge quest done! 17 turns, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. So, with the challenge quest complete, we get us a lore. Sparkle, sparkle. So, literally all that's left for the event now is for me to farm the gold currency. Which I will do probably tomorrow after my tests, because, yeah, I've got tests tomorrow. Fun. I think I should have until, like, midnight tomorrow because of daylight savings or something. Finished the Arctic Mystic Code the other day and regret everything. I'm gonna really quickly... where am I at Mystic Code-wise? Just give me that, but where am I at with my Mystic Codes? I'm working on the Royal Brand. I have Mage Association, Combat, Chaldea, Pathfinder, True Ether, Captain Chaldea, New Year, Summer, Arctic, 2004 Fragment, and Brilliant Summer all complete. Atlas is your go-to for boss fights? Yeah, I still haven't worked on it. I barely worked on Atlas. It's probably going to be one of the last ones I do just because it has such a high amount of experience needed. It's probably going to be Royal Brand next, followed by Far Side of the Moon, Lunar Sea, Anniversary, and then Atlas. That's the current trajectory I'm going for. But that is all for future me discussions, because present me has some lovely, lovely studying to do for anatomy and physiology. So, I'm gonna call this stream of Fate Grand Order here. Wednesday, I will be working off plenty of aggression with God of War Ragnarok, and Friday, it will be Pokemon stream time, where I will be having friends, at the very least in the world, probably not in chat. I don't know, it depends on how my PC wants to behave and how everybody else is feeling, but for now, I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for you all to enjoy. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.